Hello there, how you doing? Back in the car again. This time it's New Year's Eve and I'm going out for a solo camp tonight into the woods on my own. Just feel like a bit of peace and quiet, and I'll explain why further in the video. Let's go! Right, I've got all my gear here, and this is where I'm planning on camping tonight. Now, I wouldn't exactly call this a cave, more of an inlet in this rock face. And you can tell somebody's been here before and had a fire and stuff. Used it as a shelter. There's even some wood, and there's some straight wood, some kind of planky wood behind those bits there, which will help with the fire pit later. The most challenging thing about this area is actually finding a good spot to actually put the tent, because the camera might not show it, but it's not exactly the most even ground. But I think I found a spot roughly there where I'll be pitched at a bit of an angle. Unfortunately, that slopes a bit too far down in there, and plus there's too much rock under there to get the pegs in. So yeah, let's give this a go, eh? Right, so I'm all set up. Apologies if there's a bit of wind noise on the mic, because I'm just doing this on my phone tonight. So let's have a look, show you what I've got done. So I'm not going particularly heavyweight in terms of sleeping bags tonight, because it's not forecast to be cold. It's unseasonably warm actually, about 14 degrees at the minute. So I'm using my summer pod sleeping bag, but just for an extra layer of toastiness, I've got my Zephyr back, black 500 fill down blanket. At the top end there, I've got a little memory foam pillow and a little hollow fibre pillow. It's a bit more like my pillow at home now. I'm sleeping on the trail mat, which is really cool. And then underneath that, I've got my usual setup with the Gore-Tex PP bag, and inside that there's some foam just for insulation. And I think now I can start to relax. The sun will be setting quite soon actually. It's around about, well, it's 3:20 now, so we've only got about another half hour before the sun sets, and then darkness will start to drop in anyway. I think it's going to be quite nice sleeping with this as white noise in the background tonight. Oh yeah, I think it's going to be a good night. Just in case you're wondering why I'm doing this on New Year's Eve, at around 8:10 tomorrow morning, it'll be the first anniversary of my dad passing away. Yeah, he passed away on New Year's Day this year. And I could have gone to the pub and seen some of my friends down there. But a bit like Christmas Eve, I wanted to do something different this year. Last December and January was just so traumatic and had such a huge impact that, yeah, I wanted to do something different. This is popping and cracking, can't get the words out. This is popping and crackling lovely now. Oh yeah. As you can see, it is a little breezy, but that was expected. I was just passing this lichen because I was going to go and have a look, see, make sure my car's okay. And as I passed it, the head torch did this on it. Look at that, it's almost phosphorescent. Hand over it. There's quite a bit of it actually in here. Look, there's some more over there when I shine. There, look. Hand over it goes. Wow, never seen that before. So I hear you ask, Carl, what are your plans for the night? Well, not a lot actually. I'm going to burn all the firewood up and enjoy the fire because it's just lovely. And when it gets, I'm going to cook something to eat as well. And then when it gets a bit darker and the kind of firewood's burnt out, I'm going to head into the tent, and I've got some episodes of Frasier and that kind of thing, Firefly and a few films stashed on my phone. Watch a bit of that until I fall asleep. I'm not even planning on doing anything big for midnight. If I happen to be awake, I'm awake, I'll see it in. If not, I'll wake up tomorrow morning and go and see my family. Nice. Time to make a cup of tea, I think. And thankfully, because of these boards are knocking around, they actually make quite a nice little table for the ground. Oh yeah, nice cup of tea. Nice roaring fire. What's not to like? Quite good having this little cavey bit as an option, because I've just moved the fire pit here and closed the tent up because it's just a bit drizzly at the minute. So yeah, I could have put the tarp up, and I was going to put the tarp up, but actually don't need to. And oh look, phosphorus lichens, lovely. It's 6:30 and time to get some grub on the go. So for tonight's culinary delight, we've got stewed steak, some beefy noodles and some Spanish beans. It's going to make an interesting slop, is this one. Yeah, it doesn't look pretty, does it? But it'll hit the spot. Just before I tuck into my dinner, I thought I'd just explain what I'd done with this fire pit. I know I've talked about this fire pit in quite a few other videos, these mesh fire pits, because they're really, really good. But the reason why there are logs in each of the corners is those are logs that I actually chopped up in some woods on a previous camping trip, and they were a little bit damp. So what I've been doing is just drying them out on the edges, and 2 at a time, and as they've dried out I've just rolled the closest one in and left the outer one there. Those are the last 4 really, the rest of it's quite dry. But yeah, it's worked really well. Well, the evidence is in the outcome, isn't it? Dinner was lovely. The wind has died down. The fire pit is going a treat now. And actually, to be fair, that is the last of the wood that's on there. Apart from some kindling, but I'm just taking that home. But yeah, so once this has died down, I'll be heading into El Tentio. I've only just noticed that the guy lines on that tent have got some kind of reflective cord built into them, and good work, OEX. That's really neat, actually. It doesn't show up as well on the camera as it does in real life, but yeah, that is really good. I did throw another handful of kindling on the fire because I was just quite enjoying myself sat out here. It's weird in winter camping, because in summer you tend not to focus on the fire, but in winter when you're out, especially when you're out on your own, the fire becomes the focal point, very much so. Look at that, there you go, if I just move the light away. Caveman TV, yeah? And it does become a way of emptying your mind as you just ponder life, the universe and everything. But on that note, I am the universe. I am infinity. And so are you. Gotta say, I am still absolutely fascinated with that phosphorus lichen. And there's absolutely loads of it up there. I can't remember the last time I went to bed at 8:15 on a New Year's Eve. I really can't. Anyway, I thought I'd do some shout outs while I'm in my pit. First of all, Brad, top fan, thank you so much. Your support's been invaluable, really. It's been great. And there's been so many others too. I'd like to thank Claire, who's jumped on with the kayaking ones, Simon and Graham, Norman, who's jumped on the geocaching ones, Dave, who's helped me out with some wetsuit advice. Oh God, I know I'm going to miss so many people, which is a real nightmare. I might have to come back and do these in stages. I really appreciate all your support, all you subscribers, all you people that have subscribed, both new and old, that keep watching. It's great. I'd love to wish you all a really bounteous 2022. Let's hope it's better than 2021. Although for me, 2021, apart from the start of it, you know, with my dad and stuff, hasn't been too hideous. It could have been an awful lot worse. But yeah, here's to a better 2022. And I really would like to wish you all the best, and thank you so much for your support. Something else I was going to say. Oh gosh, how could I forget oldest friend? I didn't forget you really. Yeah, oldest friend, Happy New Year, mate. Here's to many more fun camping adventures. Bobby Dazzler, Happy New Year. Roadkill. He won't even watch this, so it doesn't matter. That's why I put him last. Happy New Year, mate. If you do happen to watch it. Yeah, that's as many as I can think of right at this moment in time. Mart! I almost forgot Mark, the Duck Man. And the Gator Man from Florida. Mark, Happy New Year. I knew there was a couple of key ones that I'd missed. You know when you just know. Right, okay. I am going to watch some shiz. And if I'm awake at midnight, I'm awake at midnight. If I'm not, hey, I'll see you in the morning, right? See you soon. Happy New Year, everybody. Good morning. It's time to get some breakfast on the go. Still quite dark out there. And I think this is one of the first New Year's in a long time that I've woken up without a headache. So if you've got one, don't worry, it'll pass. This one's for you, Dad. Starting to look good. So we've got potato rosti with a smushed fried egg. I've just put 2 slices of cheese on the other side. There we go, a couple of slices of cheeses on that side too, and just leave that to cook for a few more minutes. The sun's coming up over there. The tent is down over here. Breakfast is cooking over there. The packing up is getting done there. It's all going pretty well. Remember I was saying about these guy lines on the OEX last night on the tent and about how they caught the light? Look, they're orange in daylight. And if you remember what they were like last night, all reflective, how cool is that? Oh, this really does look good when the cheese is fried on it. Now that looks good. It's about 9:30 now. Breakfast has been devoured and the sun is just starting to peek over the top of the valley there. I've got all my stuff here and my rucksack on, and that's where I was camped. As you can see, I've left no rubbish. In fact, there was some rubbish and stuff and bits and pieces that have been left behind in there. That's now in my bag here that I'm taking away. One change of clothes later, so I don't smell quite so firewoody, and I'm away now to see my mum and wish her a happy new year, and all being well I'll be seeing my sister and brother-in-law there later too.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, everybody!
Everybody!
Bye-bye!
Bye!